Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gray, and today's video is me receiving, building and reorganizing bookshelves. I've ordered a Billy bookcase because of course I have. That is due to arrive today within basically from now till lunchtime, so it's currently about 8:20 in the morning, hence the hoodie. It's also quite cold here in Ireland at the moment, so I'm just trying to stay warm, and I actually slept for like 7 hours, which is really unusual for me, so I'm tired even though I got a normal, like an additional 3 hours to normal. But yeah, let me show you this is the bookshelf that we have at the moment. It's not very tall, comes up to about just my height, and it's got a bunch of stuff on it because we've just kind of dumped things there for now. The Billy bookcase is going to go next to it here. Let me scoot you around a little. It's going to go here, and it goes quite high up. So I know that it won't fill the entire thing. I'm planning on just kind of organising it so that I can grow into it. We've got a list of various books and things that we want to collect from, also some manga, graphic novels, things like that, things that we had to let go of in the last country we lived in, and things that we've just lost or got damaged from where we've used them, owned them, whatever. Yeah, so I will hopefully just kind of keep you updated as I receive packages. Building the bookcase will be interesting. I've got to tidy up the room. I've got some washing out, drying that I need to just check. It should be dry now. Need to get that out of the way. And just, yeah, generally possibly move a few things out of here so that I have space to build the bookcase. So yeah, I'll probably keep you guys updated, and next time you see me, hopefully I will be wearing actual, like, human interacting clothes. So let's get on with it. Okay, so they're about 10 minutes away. I'm currently holding you, so sorry if it's a bit shaky. But yeah, they're about 10 minutes away. I'm just going to quickly open the curtains, turn this light off so I don't get a headache with building and reading underneath it. And just quickly get sorted. I've dressed. I'm going to eat and then possibly hold off my shower until after I've built it. Yeah, so I'll probably grab the order, bring it in, have something to eat because I'm starving, and I've just been watching the tracker like, can I eat yet? Can I eat yet? And literally when I was like, oh, I have to eat, they phoned being like they're 10 minutes away, so I can hold off for 10 minutes, and then yeah, I'll start building the bookcase and you guys will see that. I'm still trying to figure out if it's worth moving books off the bookcase now, so that if I need to move the bookcase I can do that, or build it, get it standing, and then see if I need to move it. Yeah, that's something I'm still debating, but I don't really mind having to organise books, like pull them off to organise them to put them on, because they are all out of order. Yeah, so I'll figure that out while I'm eating probably, but yeah, we're getting there. Okay, so it's just shown up. I've done a quick costume change again because I spilled my drink all down me. Yeah, so it's currently on the floor by my feet. I am gonna manhandle it onto the floor and cut it open, and hopefully I can just get on with it. I do have a toolkit if needed, but normally it supplies like the Allen keys that you need, but if I need other stuff I can definitely grab it. And I've decided what I'm gonna do is take everything from the bookshelf off now, so that when everything is up I can easily move things, wipe it all down, and then move everything on from there. So what I'm going to do now is do that. So I'm just going to set you up over this way. Okay. It's done. Now I just need to put the placements. Hello, focus. Okay, so it's done. I now need to just put the actual shelves in. So I'm gonna have a play around. The bottom shelf's gonna be the biggest, with this being my guide and the complete works of Shakespeare. So that'll be my biggest one on the bottom, which is going to take up quite a lot of space, so I feel like I'm going to have quite a few small ones at the top and then the largest at the bottom, which is absolutely fine. That's also just weighted down because I can't attach it to the walls here, because this is a rental. Yeah, that was actually quite easy. There was a bit of a struggle with just the space and my camera focusing. But yeah, like it says my camera's nearly dead, so what I'm going to do is quickly put the stuff on. Sorry, put the shelving in, have a play around off camera, and then I'll show myself putting things on. May take a break in between to upload the footage I have and just get some charge back into my camera. It's currently 1:15, so yeah, I could probably do that and be back to filming at 3-4 o'clock. Yeah, that makes sense, and that also gives me a chance to sweep up so I can just get everything in place. It's wider. This is wide. Like I measured it out, but it's always whenever you see it in person, you're just like, ah, damn. So yeah, this will be moved across here, that there. I know I need to move some stuff in the corner. Sorry, I'm speaking off camera there. I need to move some things off camera, so I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. But yeah, extremely exhausted. I'm going to grab a drink as well. So enjoy myself organising it, I guess. Okay, so it's been about an hour since I left to charge. I'm back. Let me just kind of show you what's going on the floor at the moment. Just bear with me. So this is what we've got going on here. I've kind of divided it into piles. So here is a mixture of, I also just nudged that there. We've got fiction, and that little pile here is science fiction. So that, I'm sorry, this is all fantasy, then that's science fiction. That little corner over there, that 3 pile, those are my favourite books that I have an idea on how I want to display. And then I've got my pile of, oh shit, pile of romance here, these two. And then these are the kind of like standalone fiction, slice of life, coming of age, whatnot. And then we've got thriller and horror, mostly my fiance's pile, but sorry, not like mostly her pile, but like most of the horror things are hers. She's bought me 1 or 2 of those to try out, so yeah, honestly not many books. I think last time I updated the list that I've got on Storygraph, I've got about oh no, I haven't updated it actually. So before updating it I had 48. I've probably got about 5 books to put on there, and I've got books in here as well, and these books are... Hey, so sorry about that. This is actually being released first, and the video about this box is coming out on the next release. Yeah, I was planning it the other way around, but this is how it's worked out, so hang tight. You would have seen them as well from our my previous video. Yeah, so I did ask my fiance if she wants me to keep them in the box now that we have another bookcase, or if she wanted me to put them on the bookcase. She's asked me to keep them in the box, and as I finish reading them, then I can pull them out. So this is actually going to live on the bottom shelf. Probably of the original one here, because it's quite a deep one. I've got on here. Oh no, actually it fits pretty well. But I might still... I think I'll put it on the bottom one for now because it's going to blend in more on the brown bookcase, and I can kind of push it further back so as I pull them out, and that's probably going to be easier for both of us. making loads of noise there. So yeah, I'm just going to pop you guys back here. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm just going to adjust you so that we can get on with this. Yeah, it gives you a decent enough view. And then I'll go over with all of it in the end. But yeah, let's just jump to it, I guess. Hi, me again interrupting. So this little awkward bit that you're about to see me doing, that's me just seeing where in frame I would kind of be, so that I could just make sure when you guys are watching videos you can see what I've got and try and get it so you can also see it growing in the background. We've had a casualty. It fell off and the tiniest bit of its wing fell off. Thankfully, I recently bought PVA glue. I will do surgery on it later. So just starting off with the topmost case, I've kind of here put together the collections that we have. So I've got Fourth Wing, which I've read, and Iron Flame, which I need to read. The Cruel Prince collection, which I've only read the first one. I'm not sure if I want to read the other two, but they're definitely my TBR to get to see if I actually want to carry them on. The Game of Thrones, which I think I've read the first 3. If I haven't read this one, then I've literally gotten to the last few pages on here and just haven't read the rest. These ones, which looking at them are not in the correct order, so I will sort that out in a minute. These two as well. So I've read this one before, I think all the way to the end. This one I need to get onto. And this is just kind of a random collection. David Edison, which I need to carry on. That one. And then this is my fiance's. These two I think are both of ours. That's definitely mine. That we might have both bought together, because it sounds like something she'd read and I would, but I haven't read those 3 either. Here, I haven't read that one. That's actually one of the ones that I read bought this month. Have read this one. No, bought this month. This one I recently finished and I absolutely love it, which is why it's facing out. The first 15 lives of Harry August. This was actually my TBR kind of blind pull from this month, so when I finish my current book I will be jumping onto that one. And then we've got a collection of my fiance's. I think The Mask of Mirrors is both of ours, maybe just mine, I can't remember. Ash by Melinda Lowe is one of my favourite kind of fairy tale books or retellings. And then my all-time favourite series is Across the Nightingale Floor by Leon Hun. So these are all of his here. Cannot wait to reread them, but I've pretty much read them to death. As you can tell from the spines, like they're a bit rough. Also not in the correct order looking at it, so I will arrange that. Then I've got Twilight here, which is in the correct order. So I've got Twilight and I've got Midnight Sun, which I decided this is one of my like nicer copies. Now these I actually need to replace because they are like pretty rank and falling apart a little. Oh god, no! Yeah, so these ones I used to keep like on my bookshelf, on my windowsill as a kid. So they're pretty discoloured, and they lived in my school bags pretty much for like 5 years. So those need replacing just to be a little bit newer and fresher. Yeah, I'm quite a big fan of Twilight. I enjoy them. I really like the newer books compared to the older ones, but that's probably because the author as well has just gotten more into her writing style specifically. These two feel a lot more put together than those ones, so that's just, yeah. And then I decided to put The Witcher, Crave, a few other books. Now this kind of the whole section here is all of my fiance's. She does have more books in relatives' houses. It's just that when we've lived together, I've been more of the reader than she has. And she also has her Kindle, which she's been heavily kind of reading on recently as well. And then I've got Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit down there, just kind of hanging out. And then over here, I've decided to keep True Blood together. So True Blood is just by itself here. I did have originally in the centre, but then they were too heavy and they fell, and it caused a casualty here. So they're just going to hang out here. Here we've got horror, which then go on to just general fiction and everyday stuff. And I've done this here to keep these upright. And I've just popped the TBR kind of box there. And I've done something similar down here. So here I've got kind of fantasy romance into romance historical, and then here I've got the first 3 Harry Potters and what are they called? The Edge Chronicles there to kind of keep it all in place. And then I've got, you know, a couple of empty shelves to grow it into. I've got my Shakespeare book down there, which fits quite snugly. And then there I've got the classic book. Yeah, so that's it for now. So I'm quite happy with it at the moment. My fiance will come home later. I'll ask her to have a look through it and just see if there's anything she wants changing. And I'm hoping to, once I get paid, to start a subscription. So if any of you know of any good book subscriptions that kind of like deliver across Europe, I know a lot of the ones in the UK do come here to Ireland, but I may have to pay extra. If anyone knows of any good Irish ones, Northern Ireland or Republic of, it's not normally difficult to get things across the border delivery wise. It's just as soon as it has to go from like England through a ferry or anything like that, I can get custom charges, which I don't mind, but if it's going to be a monthly subscription, that does add up. I've looked at things like Book of the Month. Hold on, my arm's getting really tired. Let me just put you here and I'll crouch down a little. Yeah, so I have looked at things like Book of the Month. And it's okay, but I am concerned that the price might not be worth it. Yeah, if you guys know of any book subscriptions, let me know. Yeah, I think that's actually it at the moment. If anything changes, I might give a quick update on here. If not, you'll see me again with a new background. Yeah, so thank you so much for hanging out with me guys today. Again, any recommendations, please do let me know down in the comments, and if you could subscribe and like, that would mean a great amount to me. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.